This is the yellow line. It splits planet Earth. The more you go south, the more weather changes. The more you go north, the more the weather changes. But guys, the equator is a virtual line. It was created for flying, navigation, and weather forecasts. However, when we go north of the line, you'll find that the leaf starts turning and swirl when going down in a specific direction.
Clockwise, all right?
And south of the line, it will turn the opposite way.
Much better. All right.
So, if you're in a country south or north of the equator, the leaf will be swirling when flushed.
So now let's see how the water goes straight down.
But at the equator, it will be flushed straight. And that's called the Coriolis force.
Up here, look at it, guys. It's not a whirlpool. It was not a swirl, right? It was going just straight. Okay, I was telling you about the Coriolis, that here we don't have influence of that force, and you're going to be looking that here the water goes straight down.
Do you see this Coriolis force? It's not existent in the equator. That's why everything goes down straight. Tornadoes, for example, swirl in a specific direction north of the equator. In the south, it turns the opposite way. The same applies for water swirling. It runs on opposite sides in the north and the south. But countries on the equator don't experience tornadoes because of the absence of the Coriolis force.
Yay, this is a line.
Which is a physics phenomenon.
Okay, I'm the egg master. I am an expert. And of course, we have less gravity and the force, and that's why it's much easier over here. Oh, you did it! Oh my gosh! Yes! Woohoo! Egg master!
2 days a year in March and September, your shadow completely disappears.
When the sun was completely straight up to this pole, and the shadow disappeared completely from this place. There's no shadow. March 21st and September 23rd is what we call the equinox.
Because the sun is directly above you. The center of the world, Ecuador.
In this place, people noted that depends on the movements of the sun, they have the dry season or the wet season. This is a representation of a sundial.
Breathing difficulties because you're on highlands, and the sun, the Earth statue, is right behind us. It's the center of the world. 12 hours in the day, 12 hours in the night. 6 a.m. sunrise, 6 p.m. sunset. 12 each.
The sun rises up from these mountains around 6 o'clock. At noon, the sun is going to be completely in the middle of the... At 6 p.m., the sun will set down on that side, on that direction. Doesn't matter if it's winter or summer, we always have 12 hours of light around this area.
Sunrise here, sunsets here.
The center? The center of planet Earth. Aside from that, Ecuador's currency is US dollar. They don't have a currency. They let it go in 2000 because they suffered major inflation. They only have coins. These coins equal $1. It's official. You go to an ATM, you withdraw in US dollar. The temperature is really high and batteries run out fast.
And as you can see, we are in a beautiful location in the middle of the Andes, here in South America, very close to Quito. Quito's in that direction.
Now, this is the center of the planet, but they made it before the Inca 800 years ago. It's very old, before the Inca civilization. This is the center of the planet. Here, your GPS will read 0.
Okay, Ecuador, in English, Equator, the middle of the world. But this word comes from the colonial time, when this area was occupied by the Spaniards as a colony. In that time, there was a French expedition, a group of scientists that came to this area to mark the Ecuador line right over there. That's why we have a museum in that place. We have a big monument in that place. Before the Spaniards, we had Incas living in this territory. And we also had the Quitus people living in this territory. And the Quitus, they mark right in this place, they mark the equator line. And now, amazingly, if we go with the GPS, we're gonna find that this place is right in the middle of the world, right in the 000 latitude.